But coming soon this week. I'm actually really pumped about coming soon. Aside from the obvious
there's some good shit.
problem that we just mentioned at the beginning of the show, Moon Knight looks awesome.
It looks so good.
It looks
And I
awesome.
don't know shit about Moon Knight.
Like we've talked about a little bit briefly about how Moon Knight is more or less the I don't know the inverted Batman of the Marvel universe. Like he's all white, everything. He's kind of magical, and he just beats the shit out of people. I've even seen like a couple of like comic panels where he's just calling Dracula like, "Will you had Dracula? You fuck." Like
Yeah.
you fucking nerd. Like I can't wait to hear how this whole show plays out. But the basic plot synopsis: Mark Spector, a mercenary who suffers from dissociative identity disorder, is drawn into a deadly mystery involving Egyptian gods with his multiple identities, such as Stephen Grant. The trailer already kind of introduces us to Stephen Grant, who's kind of this meek kind of personality,
Yeah.
and whereas Mark Spector is the more badass guy. So when I think what I really like is we're already kind of getting set up for this to be the main personality is the weaker personality, and that weaker
Yeah.
personality keeps waking up in like really horrific situations with a gun or like
Yeah.
people just covered in blood for reasons. Like, so I'm excited about that. Ethan Hawke looks insane
Yeah,
with
he
long
looks great.
with long hair, and then of course you get the coolest, the coolest little remix I've heard in a while of Day and Night.
Yeah.
I was like,
What
oh,
a,
this
I
is
love
great.
Kid Cudi
It's like,
too as well.
there you go.
Nothing gets me more hype for anything than a good trailer music combo. Like, end is the beginning is the end, and Blackout when Watchmen came out,
Yes.
and this,
I think James Gunn has done it recently too, with a
yeah,
bunch of like throwback songs. Like that's kind of hit. I think he did it like once or twice, and then people were just jumped on that immediately. What was that?
and that goes for for video games too, like
Oh hell
video
yeah!
game trailers. Yeah,
Oh yeah!
and no one does it better than Assassin's Creed.
Nice. Are they paying
So
you?
good.
What kind of stock do you
No,
got?
I go through this phase, dude. So I played Assassin's Creed 1 like crazy, and I played all of them, and now I'm back in it. And I'm like, yep,
Nice.
I know why I love these games so much.
I'm back. I thought I was out, but they pulled me back in.
This shit looks dope, though. Moon Knight looks so good. And it comes out. Did you see the release schedule of what shit might, like, what we might get
So it's like
starting March 30th?
so
It's March 30th, and it's 6 episodes,
right,
which puts it at
right
May the
before,
4th,
yeah,
which apparently is when Kenobi's dropping.
which would be dope.
Also, the same week that Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness drops.
That drops on the 8th, right?
Yeah,
So
dog.
it's like,
Give it all to me. All these light weeks that we have,
yeah, it's
they're about to go right out the
So
door.
yeah, Ernie's going to be wearing double masks at the cinema this summer. I think it's going to be problematic. I'm going to have just like weird, just depressions every time we meet
Yeah.
up. But no, I'm actually really excited about this show. You're right. Moon Knight looks dope. Glowing eyes. It doesn't even look weird. You're just like you're like okay. He clearly was just standing there, and mummy ribbons just attached themselves to
Yeah.
him. I think we're going to be okay. The other thing I love, and we've already talked about Eternals previously, but the end of Eternals is now on Disney Plus, so you can actually go watch it if you have that subscription, which is how you would watch this anyway. At the very end, when what's his name, Kit Harington is going to pick what looks like to be the Ebony Blade, you hear like, "Are you ready for that responsibility?" or whatever, and it's clearly the guy who is going to be playing Blade. It's his voice, and that's been confirmed. So if you got the Black
And he's
Knight
in London.
and Blade,
Like,
and Moon
and
Knight's
he's
in London.
And apparently, like, people are fucking going crazy. People are like, Ghost Rider might show up.
Yeah.
Punisher might show up.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot. I hope there's like a whole supernatural like storyline. It's just all
we got
London.
like 5 storylines going for Marvel right now, where you got like the cosmic shit that's going on in Eternals and Shang-Chi. You got like the Young Avengers shit. You got this like werewolf vampire shit that I'm all about.
Oh, hell
you got this like New York City. What's going on?
The Defenders.
Yeah, like
Bring
the
'em back.
Defender stuff going on. Then you got like the multiverse stuff going. It's insane. I love it.
It's gonna be awesome.
I can't fucking wait.
We gotta keep people alive. I don't know how we can do that. Just bubble wrap them because we got some things coming up in Lightning Round. People just can't stop getting sick or hurt.
Yeah.
which is a whole nother can of worms. But the next thing coming out on Netflix on the 28th, so like next week, actually next Friday.
Dude, how fucking cool does this look? Did you watch the trailer for this?
This looks awesome.
Insane.
This looks awesome.
Dude, All of Us Are Dead looks so fucking fun.
All of Us Are Dead is evidently based off of a webcomic about a high school that becomes ground zero for a zombie virus outbreak. Trapped students must fight their way out and turn into one of the rabid infected. I love these movies, especially like the confinement problem, right? Like that's the reason I love Dawn of the Dead with the remake of that, where they were in the mall for so long.
Yeah.
Like you think you have everything figured out and you don't. And then you're always like, even when you fantasize about, hey, what am I gonna do if the zombie apocalypse does happen? Okay, I want to be somewhere safe. I want to know where the exits are, and I want to be able to smoke. The Winchester. That's right.
Shaun of the Dead be coming up a lot recently,
I know,
and I love it. I fucking love it.
I would just love if one of the zombies in All of Us Are Dead is Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Just throw them out there. Why not? The next one up is this one. I think we talked about it a little bit. Murderville coming to Netflix. I love this premise, and evidently it was already a BBC Three show, which I didn't know that. But the plot synopsis is: get ready to punch a one-way ticket to Murderville. And Netflix. Okay, I can't do that voice the whole time. It's hard enough for me to read aloud, let alone do that voice. And Netflix's latest procedural crime comedy, which, by the way, whenever I see that now and the name of this main character, I think of something else and I'll say it. So, which is executive produced by and stars Will Arnett as senior detective Terry Seattle. Makes me think of Angela Tribeca, right?
Yeah, Angie Tribeca.
so that was like her last name was a city, his last name's a city. Homicide Division every day holds a new murder to solve and a new celebrity guest as his partner. The catch? Yes, really. The guest stars aren't given a script. And as they assist Terry clue by clue, they have to improvise their way through the case. In the end, it's up to these celebrities alone to name the killer. That's awesome. Like,
listen,
I hope people fail miserably. Like, I don't get anybody. I hope.
And like the people that they have listed here, like Annie Murphy, Conan O'Brien, Ken Jeong, Kumail Nanjiani, Marshawn Lynch, and Sharon Stone, bro, I don't give a shit about any of those. Marshawn Lynch.
Yes, I was going to ask you who's your favorite. I can't wait.
I love Marshawn Lynch.
I watched two things recently. Rewatched him in that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where he's just hanging out with Captain Holt, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my mom makes this kind of, I can't remember, the macaroni cheese. It's faux cheese. What y'all call it? Faux cheese."
I love Marshawn Lynch so much.
And then he admitted to like blowing his signing bonus to like skee ball at Applebee's. Like, just spending so much time. He's like, I can't decide if I like the atmosphere or the decor or a combination of both. I'm like, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, dude.
So I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, so I'm glad we're on the same page there. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is going to be great.
National treasure. Everybody else are going to be great too. For those that can't remember, because I definitely didn't. Sharon Stone, man, she's got that bob cut. What's her name? Annie Murphy. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the chick from Schitt's Creek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sister.
Alexis.
A little bit Alexis. Ew, David.
She's going to be great too. She's funny as shit.
Ew, David.